Have you ever listened to a song once and then somehow spent the next 3 days hearing it in your head? Maybe you're studying. Maybe you're trying to sleep. Maybe you're in the middle of an important conversation. And then, suddenly, that song starts playing again. The same line, the same melody, over and over. You don't choose it. You don't want it. Sometimes you don't even like the song. So why does your brain keep playing it anyway? And why does it always seem to happen with certain songs and not others? The answer is stranger than you might think.
The weird part is that your brain doesn't do this with most information. Think about it. You don't spend all day mentally repeating your grocery list. You don't randomly hear your math textbook playing on repeat in your head. But a 10-second piece of music, somehow that can take over your thoughts for hours, sometimes days. Scientists even have a name for this phenomenon, an earworm. And despite the name, it has nothing to do with worms. An earworm is simply a song or melody that gets trapped in your mind and repeats without you wanting it to. And if you've ever had one, you're far from alone. Most people experience earworms regularly, which raises a bigger question. If almost everyone experiences them, maybe this isn't a bug in the brain. Maybe it's a feature.
Your brain loves patterns. To understand why songs get stuck in your head, you first need to understand one thing. Your brain is obsessed with patterns. Every second of every day, it's looking for them. Patterns help you predict what happens next. They help you learn languages, recognize faces, navigate places, and survive. Music happens to be one giant collection of patterns. A melody isn't random noise. It's a sequence your brain can recognize and predict. And when your brain successfully predicts a pattern, it likes that. A lot. In fact, some researchers think this is one reason music feels satisfying in the first place. Your brain enjoys finding order in sound. But that still doesn't explain why the song won't leave. For that, we need another piece of the puzzle.
The loop. Imagine watching a movie, and someone turns it off before the ending. You'd probably keep thinking about it. What happened next? How did it end? Your brain doesn't like unfinished business. Psychologists have known this for a long time. Incomplete information tends to stick in our minds better than completed information. Music can trigger something similar. Many catchy songs contain repeating loops, hooks, choruses, short musical phrases that feel incomplete until they repeat again, and again, and again. Your brain starts anticipating what's coming next, even after the song ends. It's almost like the music leaves a small process running in the background, a tab that never fully closes. So your brain keeps replaying it, trying to complete the pattern.
Why some songs are worse than others? Now here's where things get interesting. Not all songs become earworms. Some disappear immediately. Others invade your brain like they pay rent there. Why? Researchers noticed that many earworm songs share similar traits. They're usually simple, easy to remember, highly repetitive, and often contain a unique twist, something unexpected enough to stand out. Think about it. A completely predictable melody is boring. A completely unpredictable melody is hard to remember. The songs that get stuck in your head often sit right in the middle. Simple enough to remember, different enough to stand out. In other words, your brain sees them as valuable information and decides to keep them around much longer than you wanted.
Why it happens at the worst times. Have you noticed that songs often appear when you're not listening to music? In the shower, walking somewhere, trying to sleep, doing homework? That's not random. When your mind isn't focused on a demanding task, it tends to wander. Psychologists call this the default mode. It's when your brain starts replaying memories, thoughts, conversations, and yes, songs, without you consciously choosing them. In a way, your brain is entertaining itself. Unfortunately, sometimes it chooses the same chorus for the 100th time.
Well, can you stop it?
Spoiler alert.
Yes. So what if you want the song gone? Surprisingly, fighting it often doesn't work. In fact, trying not to think about something can make you think about it even more. Instead, some studies suggest that listening to the entire song can help. Why? Because it gives your brain a sense of completion. Other people find that focusing on a different task, conversation, or piece of music can interrupt the loop. And oddly enough, some research has found that chewing gum may reduce earworms by interfering with the brain processes involved in silently rehearsing music. No guarantee, but it's worth a try. So the next time a song gets stuck in your head, remember, your brain isn't malfunctioning. It's doing what it's evolved to do. Recognize patterns, predict what comes next, and hold on to information it thinks matters. The problem is, your brain doesn't always agree with you about what matters. And that's why a song you heard for 30 seconds can end up living in your head for the next 3 days. And as always, thanks for watching.
Meow, 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 meow.